going on, everyone? Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Before I go into this update, please make sure that if you have not done so already, that you like this video if you find it informative. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and press the notification bell to ensure you get notified of all the awesome videos that we throw your way. Now we've got that out of the way, let's go. So, CipherTrace. Okay, this is a very quick video. Just wanted to throw it out there so people are aware of the awesomeness of crypto and where it's going and how exciting it is. So CipherTrace back in April did a partnership with the Oracle solution on Chainlink. So that in itself was absolutely phenomenal integration there, helping with the transparency and kind of towards partially helping with regulation and things as well. But for the long-term viability, that's absolutely the words I was looking for, to ensure crypto's long-term viability. So helping support DeFi protocols and projects, etc., as well as many other transactional aspects of crypto. Why am I building this up? This is why. Okay. Big, massive news. Mastercard, obviously everyone knows them. Visa have been doing a lot with crypto recently and done a lot of big announcements on how many people are transacting via crypto with Visa at this point in time. Massive amounts of money. Go and check the video out. In fact, I think I'll scour through it after this recording and put it at the end of this video for you. So keep that in mind. So to help security and fraud detection and provide additional transparency and support for digital asset ecosystems, latest investment helps company accelerate and expand crypto-related strategy. So Mastercard will extend its capabilities for digital assets by acquiring, not partnering, acquiring CipherTrace, a leading cryptocurrency intelligence company with insight into more than 900 cryptocurrencies. Wow. Okay, so when people are like, I don't think these prices will happen in 5 years' time because there's not enough money coming through. Well, when you've got Visa and Mastercard on board and you've got all these other big companies on board and follow the money, as they say, yes, this is how it's all going to happen. It's not just this, obviously, there's many other variables and aspects of crypto increasing awareness, etc. But when you've got a big powerhouse like Mastercard who's just invested and acquired this kind of thing because they want to make sure that the compliance is there, the regulation is spot on before anyone and everyone starts utilizing crypto on a mass scale. Okay, we're still so early in this transitional period. For those that are investing right now or thinking about it, you are so early in this space and time, and even the people obviously who have been invested in for 5-10 years will still tell you that it's early. I think 0.01% of the world's population are invested in crypto or digital currencies right now. That is phenomenal. So CipherTrace is an innovative platform that helps customers enhance their secure and fraud monitoring activities with crypto related programs. So when we're talking about like the SEC and all of these regulators around the world and they come to Mastercard and say, excuse me, why are you allowing these transactions to occur? They can turn around and say, well, actually, because we can have transparency and show you everything, every bit of detail, this, that, and the other. Because of smart contracts, know your customer, know your business. Of course, there's aspects of privacy and things. And it would only be if you gave permission that certain companies, etc., would be able to access your transactional historic documents and things like that. So the deal enables Mastercard to combine the technology, AI and cyber capabilities of both companies to differentiate its card and real-time payments infrastructure, allowing customers and stakeholders globally to build upon and develop the solution to protect their customers and comply with regulations. Exactly what I just said. Comply with regulations. This is what they're doing. They're basically putting themselves out there that we are going to get massively involved in crypto very soon, albeit they've already got like XRP cards and stuff and things like that. But once they've got all this in place, then when people want, like exchanges or crypto projects want to get involved in Mastercard, it's plain sailing to get approvals and this, that and the other. If they've got something like this in the background that's already doing the legwork for you, it's phenomenal. So it'd be so interesting if I can find some information about how much they've spent on this, because I can imagine it's quite a small fortune. Mastercard obviously have a lot of money behind them, and this project, the capacity and the magnitude of crypto in 5-10 years time, let alone now, is going to be substantial. And this is obviously helping, as I've said. So it follows a number of investments the company has made, including partnerships with Uphold, Gemini, BitPay, creating crypto cards. We already mentioned about the XRP one. Creating the new platform to test and support central bank digital currencies, guys. Like, come on. If you got like friends or whatever that sit there going, we'll never go digital, we'll never do. I know many that said this to me multiple times in the last few years. In fact, it was David Icke 5-6 years ago went on about universal currencies and digital currencies, and everyone's like, what are you talking about, David? Go back to your lizard hole. And I was like, well, don't be so rude, first of all. And secondly, this guy's actually got some really good opinions, and actually 90% of the stuff that he said, other than the lizard thing, has come to fruition. And it was from that point where I watched those Agenda 21 programs and stuff that I started getting into crypto myself. So thank you, David. I didn't see it as like necessarily going down conspiracy theories and things like this, and Agenda 30, which is real as well, World Economic Forum, Davos. Go and check them all out. It's all written in there about sustainability, development, the digital transformation, the reset, blah blah blah. It's all planned. It's all there. It was all there, readable. These governments, UN, nations, organisations, they're all involved. Bill Gates Foundation, Clinton Foundation, all of this stuff it's just the beginning. It's just the icing. Like there's so much more layers to go on top of this, and so many layers below as well that have made this happen. And when you've got powerhouses like Mastercard and Visa involved, especially with this announcement, is really integrating the fact that these guys are going to go hard. And when they've got some of the biggest exchange platforms already in partnership, this is what it's about. These are the new banks, guys. Forget your high street banks, okay? They've closed most of them. Have you not seen what's happened in the last 12, 18 months? Now you're going to use the pandemic as an excuse, which is a load of nonsense. They've been going downhill for years. This digital transformation has been going on for years. And all these CEOs and bankers and etc. who used to hear about in the news all the time, they've completely disappeared. Where have they gone? They've gone to companies like R3 for example. Go and check that out with XTC, etc. They've gone to these things because they've gone, banks, bit of a mess really, since 2008 especially, thanks to all those guys that messed that up and the manipulation, etc. And now we've gone full gung-ho into digital transformation. And like I said, if you've got friends or family that are going, what are you talking about? This isn't going to happen, or we'll never run out of cash. Well, hello, cashless society is already pretty much here, and have the solution, create a reason for it. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but hopefully you go along the lines of what I'm going on about. And then it will be the digital transformation, CBDCs, traceable, trackable money, the ability to potentially, with basic universal income and aspects like that, to be able to control what you do with your money, where you can spend it, if you're allowed to spend it, because you might not be behaving yourself with all the other methods and passports and this, that and the other that you'll need in the next 5-10 years. This is just the beginning. I wanted to throw this out there, guys, mainly for all those aspects to consider, what is going on in this space and what the developments are across the world. But more importantly, the awareness and the aspect of crypto, to say that you guys are so early. You're involved in a community here, an engagement of a community that's so special, so unique, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They always say like every 10-20 years there's an opportunity, and if you miss it, you miss it. You don't really get much choice to get back in. This one is so early, and I'm so happy to be part of it, and I'm so happy to do these videos. You may or may not like them, that's down to you, but I love doing it. I've got an interest in it. I find the adaptions and what blockchain is capable of doing, particularly in my fun things like I've mentioned of AI, gaming, etc. The world is our oyster, and I hope we all go on this journey, and I hope we can all change the world for good in a better format, and help each other a bit more, be more equal, which is part of Agenda 30. There's not many bad things about Agenda 30. Of course, some of the ways they do things isn't great, and the way it's done, but a lot of the principles I stand by, and I think that blockchain and crypto and digital currencies, all of this combining together with smart cities, will make the world better, we hope. And we can only do that, we can only hope. So thank you, Mastercard, for bringing this epiphany to me and the excitement of the world to my table with this fantastic news. It's pushing the narrative of crypto more The media are scared. The banks are scared. We're not, because we're holding it. Goodbye.